Hello,
Hello,
I'm Nicole,
and I'm Nicole.
better known as Sister, and this is Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month. And for Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month, we want to share 5 things that will help you in your journey with caring for your child that may have cerebral palsy or that's diagnosed with cerebral palsy or what may have been not necessarily diagnosed, but sometimes when you get an assessment, they'll say that the person or the child is cerebral palsy like until you get the actual diagnosis. So, the first thing is first, it's 5 key things. The first thing is this: if your child is not moving their limbs or the movement in their limbs seem to be sporadic, you wait a minute, sister, okay? Okay, so you want to pay attention to that. If your child is having problems with holding their head up, like they can't hold up their head, or it's kind of the head is just like all over the place, you want to pay attention to that. um Now, and if your child is they're not hitting these milestones like rolling over, paying attention to their hands, playing with their hands and their feet, sitting up, um at least by 9 months old. Okay, by 9 months, anywhere between 9 months to a year. If they're not crawling, not walking, between 9 months to a year, you want to take your child to their pediatrician and share these things with the pediatrician. At that particular time, the pediatrician will refer you or give you a prescription for to see a neurologist, because that's who you need to see. You need to take your child to see a neurologist. Okay, so number 2, if your child is diagnosed with having cerebral palsy, your next step is, like, once you see the neurologist is going to form a team or refer a team. This team will consist of a physical therapist, an occupational therapist, a speech therapist, a nutritionist, and let's see, last but not least, a social worker. You want to form a relationship with the social worker, because the social worker will, or at least they're supposed to, connect you with all of the resources that you will need for your child. You stay on that social worker. And I stress that because a lot of time, well, I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to save that towards the end to tell you what you should do in that case. But form that relationship with the social worker and stay on the social worker. Stay connected with the social worker. Stay on that social worker. Okay? Especially if you're black. I'm sorry, but I have to put that out there. Okay. 3. The third thing that you want to do is, once you have that diagnosis, call the Social Security Administration in order to apply for disability benefits for your child. You're going to need that. It's not, you're not going to become rich or anything like that, but it's just supplemental income in order to help you or assist you with other things that you may need for your child. So contact the Social Security Administration. You can go online. I would say the best thing to do is go online first, and it's the website is www.ssa.gov, and you can get their phone number from the website. Now, when you call the Social Security Administration, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need your child's information, of course, date of birth, the hospital they were born at, things like that. You're also going to need your child's pediatrician information, phone number, address. If you have the phone number and information in the name of the neurologist, that would help you greatly. But you definitely want to have the information for the pediatrician. And like I said, your child's birth date and things of that nature. At that time, when you speak with someone there, they're probably gonna like set you up an appointment or a phone interview that will be, it can last anywhere from maybe an hour or 2 hours. But this interview is important. Okay, it's very important. So you set that time aside in order to have that phone interview once they set it up. And last but not least, this is, no, it's not last but not least, it's number 4. I'm glad I have a list. Google My Child CP. Google My Child CP, or you can go to cerebralpalsy.org. cerebralpalsy.org/contact-my child, or just go to cerebralpalsy.org. Now, what this is it's a cerebral palsy resource. Okay, so you're going to speak with a very, very pleasant young lady. I forgot the name of the lady that I talked to, but she was very, very helpful. But I didn't get a hold of this information until maybe a month ago. So a lot of the information no longer applies to my daughter because she's 26 years old. Now, I'll get into like the statute of limitations things in a little bit. But speaking to someone, you may be looking at this video and your child is young. If your child is under the age of 10, you want to make sure you get that resource packet from the My Child CP or cerebralpalsy.org. And they compiled a list of resources that you'll need, and it's big, like it's long. They're going to email it to you. There's a lot of information. If you have a Gmail account, then what you need to do, once they email it to you, save it to your Google Drive, because you can go back to it, refer to it, print some information out, go from there. I would suggest that you take that resource packet, contact your social worker, and work with your social worker with that resource packet. That's the best thing to do. And last but not least is this: provide for your child as much brain stimulation as possible. Okay, that means, toys like sensory things, those little, they have like these little balls that have these little spiky, they're not spiky, but these little rubber things on it. Things like that, things that they can touch, feel, colors. Just provide as much stimulation for them as possible. Play with them, roll them around, put the arms up and down, exercise with all of that kind of stuff. That helps with brain stimulation. And then you want to contact me, because I have a lot more information to share with you that I can't put all in this video. So if you look below this video, you'll see my website that you can contact me at. It's manyhatsmompreneur.com. Many Hats Mompreneur. Mompreneur is spelled MOMPRENEUR.com. So, happy March, Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month, And we'll see you in the next video. Say peace.
Peace.